I belong to the African Caribbean Students Association. I belong to the Indian Students Association, the Squash Club, the Anthropology Club. I think that was about it. Oh, Yearbook as well, Yearbook Club.
Yearbook?
Yes. Only so I can get my pictures in.
Yeah.
Canadian Heritage Committee. So it was promoting kind of being Canadian at the university and talking about local history and stuff like that. But I also directed the Vagina Monologue, so was a co-founder of kind of a women's leadership club.
You know, I was actually really involved in residence, so that actually was where all of my extra time went. In my second year, I became a resident assistant and worked my way up to senior RA, and then eventually I was a hall advisor. At one point I was a program director in Arts House. So I wasn't as involved in outside clubs because I was so involved in residence.
I helped set up the first marketing club at the college that I went to. During my MBA, I set up a sustainability club.
I was president of my Students' Council in high school. I continued on with student government in the Ontario Agricultural College. Got involved in a little bit of theatre. I'm from rural Ontario, so 4-H is a big thing in rural Ontario. So it's personal development for rural youth. So all sorts of 4-H clubs as well.
Sorry, totally blanked out.
I worked for the student newspaper, and I also worked for what was called, it was like sort of the intercampus television network.
I belonged to the radio club at York University. It was a radio station, but I said, look, listen, I have a real love of the Beatles, and so if I get to play Beatle music, I'll join in, and sure enough, they let me play whatever I want, and that was just a great experience.
I don't think I was in any clubs. I belonged to the Carleton University Anti-Apartheid Action Group for a long time, and that was really politically very exciting, and then apartheid came down years and years and years later. So I felt connected to the whole political thing because of that club.
Anything semi-political, I was involved in it, and it was interesting. I was much more interested in student activities than being a student.